Christmas, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Season's greetings. Today is Christmas, December 25th, 2023. It is unusually warm this year. We don't have snow on the ground for Christmas. It is 50 degrees today, so on Christmas, since it's not dinner time yet, we've decided to come out and clear any dead bees that are in the hive. Was that a bear?
I don't know, that was pretty loud. Back in the woods there was a big crash. Not sure what it was.
I hope that's not a bear that woke up.
I doubt it.
Okay, today
Keep going.
Today we are cleaning the dead bees out. Sometimes when you have mouse guards in or it's too cold, the bees can't really take their cleansing flights, and the undertaker bees carry off the dead bees like they normally do. So they pile up in the door, and then that blocks the bees' way of getting in and out when they can take cleansing flights. So we're going to take off the mouse guards today, and we're going to scoop out the dead bees, and the bees will probably come flying out at us because they don't want to be bothered right now. But they seem to be thriving right now, even though it's winter and there's no snow. And we're going to get started.
Okay, so I'll go over a little bit of what we actually have going on here with the hives. See, here's a bee hauling out a dead bee right now. So normally this time of year the average temperature is about 23 degrees in our area, and we usually have about a foot of snow on the ground right now. Just to give you perspective, last year on this exact day it was 3 degrees, and today it's 47, so it's really warm. It's been really warm this year. So I don't have upper entrances on any of these hives. I've been leaning more and more away from the standard that everyone does, where they have an entrance on the top and the bottom. I'm learning that this actually causes a lot of condensation, and if you insulate your hives properly, you won't have condensation inside. Just like your house, you don't have water dripping from the ceilings or anything like that because it's insulated. So I started insulating the hives. Across the top I have 2 inches of insulation on top of each hive, and then on the fronts and the backs I have 1 inch insulation. And there's actually a scientific reason for that. The water is going to condense on the coolest place in the hive. Okay, so if you have 2 inches of insulation on the top and 1 inch on the back and the front, that means if it does condensate, it's going to condensate on the front wall of the hive and the back wall of the hive. Some condensation within the hive is necessary. It's the only place the bees get water for the entire winter. Winter air is very dry. So if there was absolutely no condensation whatsoever within the hive or the walls, the bees would actually die from dehydration. So we're going with this year. I've never tried it this way with no upper entrances. So we really have to watch for the bottom entrances to make sure the bees can get in and out. Normally with the top entrance it doesn't matter that much. So we have mouse guards on everything.
Mike, let me get my veil on real quick.
Sure. And I can see that some of these are going to be a little bit hard to get to with the insulation on the front. Ooh, that woke them up.
Mike, get your veil on, please.
Yeah, I suppose I should put my veil on. They will get a little irritated being bothered in the middle of winter. They are out of cluster at this moment because it is 47 degrees. But I'll try to be careful and not bother the bees too much. Just help them out, make sure their entrances are clear so they can get in and out.
You don't want to go to Christmas dinner with a big sting on your face.
Yeah. So it's really easy. All you need is any kind of flat stick. This is just old paint stir to drag out any dead bees. So as you can see, they're fairly active. I'll reach in here and see if we do have much of any dead bees. Yeah, there's a few. Not a lot. Seems to be a lot of live bees in there.
Oh, they are not happy.
Yeah, they're not happy with this. That's actually not all that many dead bees at all. That's probably
Oh,
only...
they are. This is a good sign. I mean, this is a lively hive over winter, in the middle of winter.
Yeah, normally we don't get to mess with bees at all once September goes by. Just because it's so cold, the bees stay in cluster all the time. So it's actually nice to be able to get out a little bit.
They're crawling all over you.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
They're not stinging you, though.
No,
They're not stinging your suit, I mean.
No, they're just not happy that we're digging into them. Normally when it's really cold out, we can pull out these dead bees and none of the bees come out whatsoever because they're all up within the hive in cluster, and messing around with them down here doesn't bother them all. But with it being so warm,
Oh, that's Mikey.
they're out and active. I believe they're mostly foraging for water, but they are taking cleansing flights. They are getting rid of their dead brethren. So that's...
So we have an entrance reducer in here too that helps block the wind in winter. Gives them a better chance of staying warm with the reducer in there. You have to pull it from the center.
Yeah, I might.
I wish I could see the queen.
No looking for queens.
There's always a smell to beekeeping, that beeswax honey smell. In winter we don't get to do that very much with the bees. Get to smell the... I don't know. Oh, there you go. See, this
There's
is
a
what
few dead
piles
ones.
up. Blocks the entrance, and the bees aren't dying over winter like this because they're sick or anything. This is natural. This is something that the bees do.
Even if you have a perfect hive with not one single winter bee that dies, there are still summer bees within the hive at this time of year. They were still being born within October, November, so there's still some summer bees in there that are going to die no matter what you do, no matter how healthy your hive is, whether you have mites or not. So you are always going to have some dead bees in the bottoms of your hive. So we'll get this closed back up. I have a feeling we may have to wait on cleaning these out until it's a little colder out, so that the bees are actually up in clusters, so we're not causing this mayhem at the fronts of the hives here. Yeah, they're really,
Oh my
upset.
gosh.
I don't want all these bees out flying around. It's still cold enough that some of them will die from flying around at this time. So we're actually gonna button this one back up, put the screws in it, and leave these for now. We'll wait till it gets down to about 5 degrees to clean these out.
What'd you do on Christmas? We pissed off our bees.
Yeah, it was just nice to get out, get in the bees a little bit, even though we didn't get to do much.
And we got to get buzzed.
See how they're all doing. Yeah. And we will leave them for a little bit, let them clean out their hives, and when it gets really cold, we'll actually come back and scoop any dead ones out for them. So I know it's a lull this time of year. There's not a lot to do. So hopefully getting out a new video for everybody to take a look at lets everybody get excited about spring and get back into their bees. So thanks.